Good morning, Gemini. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and that the new year is starting super, super well for you. We're going to do your 12-month reading for the year of 2026. See what's happening. Wow. See what is foreseen for you. See what is the good energy and the not so good energy for 2026 through the 12 months of the year. So I'm taking 4 cards from each deck. Let's see what it says about your year. This is Fearless Soul Tarot. As you know, these are general readings. Take what is for you, leave the rest behind. Press that like button, subscribe. The star cards. Excellent, Gemini. Take what's for you, leave the rest behind, as I said. And if somebody approaches you online asking for money, offering readings, that person is not me. So please block, report, or ignore those people. We're going to do 4 cards for the first 4 months of the year, another 4 for the second 4 months, and 1, and then 4 cards. Wow, that really flew out for the last quadrimester, let's say, of the year. Figure out what is your sun sign, what is your rising sign, what is your moon sign. There are plenty of online websites where you should give your date, your time, your specific date, time, year, and month. It's important to know the exact time of your birth because that influences your star sign positions very specifically. So you should listen to the readings for your sun, your rising, your moon, your Venus, and whatever other positions you think might be relevant according to your astrological chart. So this is an astro tarot reading, really. I refer to the signs specifically in general readings that pop up, but I also do specific readings for each sign. So online you can find pretty good websites. You don't have to pay anything specific. They will just give you your chart. Oh, wow, Ace of Wands. So you know specifically, what your positionings are. All you need to do is introduce that data. You don't need to pay normally to get some very good and very specific charts. Wow, Gemini, Justice. A lot of air in your reading. You're an air sign. We start with the 6 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Star in the first 4 months of the year. So you end the first 4 months on a super high. I can totally see it. And then we have the 8 of Swords in the middle of the year. Then we have the 3 of Wands, the Chariot in reverse, and then the 9 of Swords in the mid section of your year. And you have a Page of Cups, an Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and you end the year with the Justice card. Very interesting. So something very interesting also is going to happen right towards the end of the year, the last quadrimester. It's going to be, I think, quite tough, like the middle of the year, because you'll be working and preparing for this, for whatever this is at the end of the year. This sort of, I'm hearing reckoning. It's a reckoning at the end of the year. Wow. 6 of Swords. Let's start with January. Great card. 6 of Swords. Swords are air signs, as I said, so you're within your element, let's say. Transitions. Help is arriving at the perfect time here at the beginning of the year for you, Gemini. There are rites of passage going through, healing, something, you've changed something in your modus operandi, your modus vivendi. Something is different. Moving beyond trauma, shadows of the past, and support from others. So personal evolution here in January, spiritual transition, and journeys. You accept help as you easily cross this transition. In the traditional white tarot, this is a boat, and the people are in the boat, and somebody's helping them drive the boat, let's say. Guide the boat. And that's quite good because then you have the 3 of Wands in February. Three of Wands is amazing because it's a it's fire energy. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Energy manifested, waiting for the results of your efforts, the arrival of opportunities, finally understanding your ambitions, continuous improvement, and moving in the right direction and progress. You are expectant and optimistic, and you know that your dream is on the way. Very interesting. So something's happening. And then March, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So super perspicuous month here regarding finance. It can be money, it can be a windfall, it can be a property, it can be physical things, you know, revealed that make you somehow more stable, more wealthy, more sustainable. Spiritual and material abundance, this is what this card really means. Community, generosity, wealth, prosperity, and building a legacy. So you're successful, and you're here in March, very successful with something, and you're sharing your wealth with people that you love. And in April, you're like formally a star. That's what I'm hearing. Formally recognized as a star, which is really cool. A really good reading, Gemini, here for throughout the year. I think it starts really good. I think the middle, as I said, is going to be a bit more tough for some reason. That's my vibe here. And the star is a beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love the card. It's really spectacular. When it appears, it really means she's doing a bit of alchemy, this woman, in the water. You see, she has 2 cups. Expectations fulfilled in April. Wishes granted, opportunities, healing again. Second time the word healing has come up in your reading. After traumatic events, knowing you're in the right path, inspiration and renewed love. You expect miracles here in April. The 8 of Swords, Gemini. This is also with as you see, the scales. So swords and scales. There's Libra here present in this card as well, naturally. They're beautiful cards. They're like medieval themed. It's the Worth Tarot, if you want to check out the actual brand of the cards, is really beautiful. 8 of Swords in this case, and then you have a 9 of Swords at the end of these 4 middle months of the year. So you start in January, February, March, April, exactly May, feeling stuck. A time to open your eyes, to unveil the truth. So something's happening, like you're so successful that something's going to happen that you're going to have to see something maybe you didn't want to see. Please notice the berries on this side and the no berries on that side. So maybe you're making choices. You're having more options than you thought. That's what I was looking at. So the options, they're growing. An opportunity to let go of old stories. And you're free to choose your healing and your light. Again, healing. And again, Wands. You have 2 3 of Wands, amazingly. I didn't see this immediately. You have 2 cards that are exactly the same from 2 decks with a bunch of cards right under each other. This has been happening a lot, and it's a confirmation, in my opinion, from the several decks that there's something deeper here with the 3 of Wands. In June, I'll tell you exactly what the 2 Wands actually mean. The 3 of Wands is a great card. And when it appears, again, twice, it has a meaning in the traditional white tarot. So very ancient meanings of the cards when they're duplicates. The 2 3s together in their natural position mean calm. So you are going to be stable and calm. There's something that is going to bring you a lot of stability and calmness, even though you have the 8 of Swords in May. You're going to make the choices, and then in June, you're going to feel the stability that comes from that calmness. Okay, Gemini? That's what I'm getting here from the interpretation of the cards. Just to go a bit deeper in the 3 of Wands, it's an excellent time, really, to give birth here in June to a new endeavor, whatever it is, academic, studies, project, company, personal project. It's a wonderful card because this is just a general reading for each month. So I don't know exactly what's going on inside specifically each month, but we're going to do monthly readings. So we're going to see. Artistic inspirations, the expression of ideas that represent a part that is intrinsic to your personality here in June. Financially, the Three of Wands is very auspicious as well. So with more money, you're going to have calm. You're going to have, as I said, more stability, more trust, more creativity. I think the calmness comes from that, from the financial abundance. Or doesn't need to be necessarily super abundance, but stability. The Chariot in reverse in July, I think, is kind of, you're feeling how to manage this energy, this power, this newfound stability. Like, what are you going to do with this wonderful windfall, let's say? You might feel a bit, you're already kind of in the middle of the year, tired. You've already done, very many months of work. Speed, action, determination, and harnessing your uniting energies. But here, when it's in reverse, it means you need to readjust your self-discipline, your focus. Careful to not go in the wrong direction with all this abundance. So don't lose track. That's the idea here. The tendency to speed past the needs of others, maybe because you're so abundant and you're so busy that you forget about other people. So please, careful here. In January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. In July. Between June and July, June's going to be super auspicious, and then July you're going to have to kind of check yourself somehow. Yeah. So you choose who you're becoming, and you run toward it with conviction and consistent motion. So structure, balance, organization, because you have the Nine of Swords in August. So if you don't prepare somehow for this sort of super explosion for some reason here between April and June, you're going to feel those effects in July, so in August, especially in August, because you've got the Nine of Swords. I think you should really manage your energy, rest, exercise, eat properly, do the whole thing, because the year looks very intense, Gemini, for you. Nightmares, worry, feelings of depression and anxiety. This can mean insomnia and fear. So careful here in August. An opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life. You see your fears as the illusions as that they are, okay? So you're going to trust between illusions and reality. The Page of Cups in September. Somebody coming in, or you're in that energy of the Page of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Somebody giving, somebody that's in love. It can be you, it can be somebody else. A dreamer. Serendipity here in September as well. Creativity, new unexpected trajectories, magic and synchronicity. Sorry, my dogs are acting out. An open and a joyful heart, sensitivity, and a bit sort of being naive in romance, like the little fish popping up of the cup. Somebody is very in love here, motivated and innovative with innovative ideas. It can be not necessarily romantic love, it can be other things. The world is your flourishing oyster, and you're excited to see what happens next here in September. And clearly something is going to happen next, because you got the Ace of Wands in October. A fiery, massively amazing card. One of the best cards, I'd say, of the tarot. New ideas, the seed of new potential in September. The arrival of inspiration, illumination, intense creativity, the mirror-like nature of consciousness, the interconnectedness of all things, the ability to manifest anything. The seed of your brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration is really what you're doing here in October again, for some reason. So very good card in October. And then you have the Knight of Swords in reverse, November. Careful, because then you have the Justice card. So there might be indeed some decision here that you might think is necessary. This is what I'm hearing. Again, the unfocused and scattered energy. It's exactly under the Chariot in reverse, which means the same thing. So warning months, I'd say, is August and November as months where you have to reset yourself, to check yourself. Impatience, acting too quickly. It's the same as the Chariot, sort of acting sort of out of sync with, what is needed. Impatience, acting too quickly, logical solutions. You need to find something here in November of 2026 that you need to deal with. Feeling held back by frustrating circumstances, stalling, being hard-headed, hard-edged, emotionally unavailable, and unpredictable. I think we said this before here on the Chariot in reverse in August. Don't forget your friends with all this movement. Move quickly, help others, and expand your dreams. But I think the warning is exactly under the Chariot, which is the same meaning, the same explanation of this balance, And finally, Justice. You end the year in December with a major arcana that's super strong, which is the Justice card. It's a beautiful card. And the Justice does not come to play. And you're not coming to play in December. Natural laws, balance, karma, things realigning and rebalancing here. Fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, perspective, and accountability. Your good karma is delightful and loving, and it can be a very motivating teacher for you and for others. So Justice here is an amazing card. Amazing. To end the year. So karma being delivered to whoever needs it delivered, and excellent outcomes. Let's get Colette Baron reads Wisdom of the Oracle, a card for my Geminis that are listening to this reading here on Fearless Soul Tarot. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You just press that little bell that you see in the bottom right-hand corner of your video. You don't pay anything for it. It's completely free. It's reversible, and all you get is immediately, these came flying out in your direction. The Observer and Blessed. Blessed came out in another reading I did quite recently, so this card is quite recurrent. Blessed and the Observer. Let's see. Blessed. So you guys are totally blessed this year. Clearly, why did this card come flying out towards the screen? Amazing. Something wonderful and undeserved and unexpected is coming your way. Grace is a gift that is unforeseen by Spirit. So something's happening through 2026. There are moments in your life, I'll just give you the general wisdom of the Oracle reading, meaning. There are moments in your life that from nowhere, you think it seems that everything was orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to explain. It's as if the Red Sea opens in front of you and the events kind of conjugate together and conjure to take away problems naturally and easily. Deep down, you know you don't deserve any of this, but nevertheless, you're here. This is one of these occasions. Okay, 2026, let amazement and gratitude come in through all the blessings and let it guide you, okay? Wow. And the Observer, a very interesting card here, a little fox looking at the moon. Card 49. 22 is 2 and 2 is 4, a master number. 49, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 is card number 13. 3 and 1 is 4 as well. And 2 and 2 is 4. So actually 4 is a apparently very numerologically relevant number. 49, the Observer. Perspective, objectivity, and a neutral observation and distancing yourself. This is a part of healing, I would say. It has to do with healing. It has to do with, looking from a distance and being able to be analytical. Most people see the world through a personal lens, Gemini. They identify through their feelings and experiences and the way they believe these are the only reality. There are moments where you need to kind of move away and get another perspective, understand the circumstances of your strategic and more neutral position. Now is one of those occasions in your life. So 2026, stay away from the drama. That's what I'm hearing. This is a perfect moment to start to explore. Instead of thinking only on your perspective, consider what you need to understand about your convictions, people, culture, and environment, and who you're dealing with, okay? You're going to be happy about it. Illumination is a miracle that you're going to look for and you're going to find. There's something you're going to see, let's say, that you hadn't seen before, which is really, really good. Okay, Gemini, amazing reading. Have a wonderful, wonderful year of 2026. It certainly looks like it's going to be, because you have the Star card in April. You've got the Ace of Wands in October. And you end up with the Justice card in December. So really, really great major arcanas for you. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your month of January. And clearly your year is very interesting. Let's go, Gemini, and let's have a wonderful year. Don't forget to press like, subscribe, comment. The little bell is super important to keep the channel going. It's free for you. That's the idea. But in order to monetize this brand new channel, we need subscribers and we need likes and shares and interaction with the algorithm. Thank you very much and have a wonderful, wonderful year, Geminis. Bye.